Last week was fun, lots of fun. So I couldn't wait to look out for today's edition. And today's edition is never going to be anything different than efficiency and premium information you have been having. On this show today, we have loads and loads and loads and loads of premium informations that will educate you and tell you what's up, what's going around you on trends and overall. Wait, let's into the cycle. I'm going to be your host. I've always been your host. I'm going to be here because you are there. I will be continuing after this short timeout. I will be back. Stay tuned.
The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all you agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, rights network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmland. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. For more information, visit ookgroup.ng.
We are also actively and professionally involved in agri-media. Download our app on Android and find us on Radio Garden at O.O.K Farms Radio. We're located at 60 Decad House, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. Agriculture, our wealth. The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all you agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, rights network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmland. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. For more information, visit ookgroup.ng.
We are also actively and professionally involved in agri-media. Download our app on Android and find us on Radio Garden at O.O.K Farms Radio. We're located at 60 Decad House, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. Agriculture, our wealth. The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all you agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, rights network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another edition of Trends O'Clock with its disciple. Or should it be the case you're trying to write me a check? Brian Atifua simply gets it done. You're welcome again, once again, on this very lovely show. You know how we'll do it? We'll give you lots and lots of things making rounds in the environment around us, on internet, in the news. Yes, that is what Trends O'Clock is all about. So all through this week, all the things that have been trading, you must have had different ones. You must have had some but some are going to be very, very strange to you. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere, because this particular edition is going to be very, very interesting. Certain Disciple promises you, and he stands by it. I'll go on this short timeout, and when I'm back, I'm continuing with the show. Trends o'clock with Certain Disciple. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you welcome back to Trends O'Clock with Petting's Disciple. And like I said earlier, before going on that short commercial break, I told you that we're definitely going to be having fun as usual on this show today. It is as simple as that. You come around me, you have so much fun. You're going to be informed and you're going to be definitely entertained. I say so, and I stand by that. So the first information coming out from this edition of Trends O'Clock with Certain Disciple is something that has to do with everybody, has to do with everyone in Nigeria today. Yes, CBN is in the story. CBN is in the news today, is in the gist for today. And what's happening? What's up with CBN this time around? Yes, we all know about the inflation going around in Nigeria since this very, very year that we had our election, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president elect by law and by conducting elections. And since that time, we've had inflation immediately after fuel subsidy was removed. So many things went up. Things will buy now at 100 naira, for example, it goes for like 250 or 300 naira. So what is happening right now is that the deputy governor of Central Nigeria, CBN, speaking of Mr. Kingsley Obiora, on behalf of that, yes, you have it all. I can get one. Nigeria should be happy because the inflation in Nigeria is nothing compared to the kind of inflation the inflation in other neighboring countries in Africa. For example, Ghana, he mentioned Ghana, and he said that in Nigeria, the inflation is still good and things are still working well compared to other countries experiencing inflation. He went on to say so many things. This actually happened in Lagos on Thursday when there was a meeting, and his deputy had to say this much about that in Nigeria. My question now is for you and I watching, is this so? Well, maybe we have to take our backseat and just relax and observe how things unfold. Because to be sincere, by my understanding, by my knowledge, and my opinion, I don't feel this is true. Because I buy stuff every day. Guess what? How much do we buy a liter of fuel before? BMS, you buy for about 185, 190, and now it goes for at least 550 naira. My brother, my sister, well, we have to wait and see how much this is important. And from there, I move to the next story. And this next story will also fascinate you because it is proudly sponsored by the economic standard right now in Nigeria. It is just that simple. What is this? This is a mother that came on social media to cry out for help. Me waiting this up. Yes, she came out to complain about the rate to which her kids consume food during this holiday. And she has come on social media to ask other parents, is that how it is going on in your house? She went on to say something that actually got my attention. She said, is it the same tank, so to say, which is supposed to be stomach? Is it the same tank in their tummy while they were in school that they still have now? They say every little time, Mommy, I'm hungry, I want to eat. Mommy, I'm hungry, I want to eat. And I want to believe one thing.
that she is also at the same time complaining about the huge volume of school fee that she is about to pay. And she's asking if the same problem I am experiencing, that is herself, is what other people are experiencing. Then she said, Voila, has come. So I don't know what is happening, but either we like it or not, I am going to advise every parent out there, every guardian out there. These kids are the future of any society, not just Nigeria, not but the future of the world. You understand? Let us do our best and our bit to feed them well. To feed them well. And I want to understand something. I want you all to understand something that most of these kids, when they are still very young, they might consume so much, and as they grow, they tend to change in different ways. And that is that. And away from that particular story, I am going to be moving to another story. And at this point in time, Ibadan is online. He's on the line. Ibadan is on the line. Yes, talking about the movie maker, skit maker, entertainer, Ayo Adewole, also known as Woli Agba. Yes. Are you scared? No, be scared. Don't be at all, because Wole Agba is fine. Yes, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. And don't come to think about just come to think about it. It's not something that is actually bad. And what is Wole Agba talking about this time around? Being a skit maker, he has come to lash out at every content creator for abusive and disrespectful presentation of whatever content they are painting out. And what is he saying? He is saying he has over time watched the space of skit making, and he has realized that many skit makers, most skit makers, not all of them, have become so unconscious of our tradition and our culture. In the name of trying to make our skits and get people's attention and to trend, people just put their hand on the sensitive parts of women, like grabbing the backside of a woman or a front side. But this is becoming appalling. And if we look at it really, it doesn't make too much sense trying to pass a message. We know there's make believe, but there are ways to go about this. And he said something that actually caught my attention. He said, all in the name of trying to pass out a message. Now you have been able to engage people, and unconsciously they learn the abrupt knowledge from that, and they get to see something that is immoral, that instead of passing out a message, they have successfully been able to pass out immorality. I think we should watch that, and I think that industry needs to really be controlled and monitored. Ladies and gentlemen, Trends O'Clock continues with Brian Adefua, known as 13th Disciple. For this time out, stay tuned. I will
The
be back.
existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all your agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, right network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmland. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. For more information, visit ookgroup.ng.
We are also actively and professionally involved in agri-media. Download our app on Android and find us on Radio Garden at O.O.K Farms Radio. We're located at 60 Decad House, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. Agriculture, our way.
All right, you're welcome back to Trends O'Clock with 13th Disciple, and it's been a whole lot of information on the show today. I want to promise you that the rest of the show is going to be informative, interesting, and educative. Right now, I am Ibadan is still Oyo State, Ibadan and Oyo State still on the line. Yes, I just spoke about Wuli Agba, talking about content creators, and at this point in time, this one is actually something that could bring a little bit of mixed feelings. And what is it this time around? A young nurse identified as Omoni Iboluwatife has just been found dead with a womb trauma. It's too barbaric, I must say. Honestly, I can't explain that level of disrespect for human life, for how much disrespect comes into the heart of men, all in the name of trying to make fun or trying to make life for yourself. So it was gathered according to information that she was found dead August 8th, that was Wednesday this week, just 2 days after her induction. That is very, very sad. And fortunately or unfortunately, this is it. This is very, very unfortunate. There's nothing fortunate about this. Unfortunately for her, her mom came to Ibadan in our school, Lead City University, in our school, all the way from Port Harcourt to come and celebrate our daughter's induction into the nursing world. And that has become something that has been making rounds and is very, very appalling. And what happened? How did she lose her womb eventually after losing her life? What happened was after the celebration of the induction, normally now people will go out to do a little bit of fun before they go back to work. So she was just meant to go for after party. And while she was going for the after party, she never knew she was never going to return. So she was found the following morning after she had gone to hang out with her friends at the nightclub with her body lying lifeless on the road and her womb ripped off. And honestly, I need to say this. We all need to train our kids very well. I would also advise young ladies, you don't just jump at every young man that is looking good. You don't just jump at every young man that seem to have some substance in their pocket because it is the fastest lane, is one of the fastest lane to one losing his or her life. It doesn't have to do with only ladies, boys, men. We have to be conscious of the people we sit in their car. We have to be conscious of people we hang around. We have to be conscious of what we eat, how we eat, and what we take. So please, 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 I wish I can do all I can do, but unfortunately, the least I can do is to pray for our family, our siblings, and all our friends, because so many of our friends came on social media to think of the fact that I was at the induction with this lady is very, very heartbreaking to hear that she's gone this early. And after that, another person came online to say she happens to be our friend's senior sister. So please keep tab on all your relatives. It is very, very important. And away from that, I am going to be singing this song. I am not available. They know they see me. I'm not available. But I am available on Trends O'Clock with 13th Disciple because you can see me and you can definitely hear me. What's happening? Some people will have been thinking, oh, the video is in the news again. Yes, he is in the news. And the video has always been the king of clapbacks. When you don't expect, the video claps back at you. Yeah, there's this young man traveling all the way from the east on a bike, on a bicycle, not just a bike, not a motorbike, on a bicycle, trying to cycle down to Lagos only to show himself to Davido for how much he loves Davido. He has the flag of or a flag on his bicycle with Davido's logo, the Davido's BMW most popular logo on it, and only for Davido, Obio himself, to reply him and say, please go back. I am not at home. Singing, I'm not available. They know they see me. But I believe one way or the other, the video comes when you don't expect him. I want to believe that the video is going to reach out to this young man one way or the other, appreciating his effort. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that is that. And from that side, I would like to move on to another information, another story coming all the way all the way still from Ibadan. Yes, yes, yes. You must have in recent weeks had about, or let me say about 2 months now, had about the arrest of the skit maker known as Trinity. Trinity was arrested for abusive and for some below the belt content, which was seen to be not too good enough for the society. And come to think of it, 3 weeks ago he was released on bail, and I want to believe that that matter has been put to bed or is on its way to be put to bed. Because it's actually not a good PR for him. You understand? So what is happening right now? This time it is not that they recalled him or they rearrested him. So to every of his fans, congratulations. Just try and reach out to him and say congratulations and happy winning, because it is good. It motivates when we do such. And what has he done this time around? He said after 3 weeks of seeing Shaggy in his all expenses paid trip to the Agodi prisons in Ibadan, my guy decided to gift himself building when he went on his social media platforms to post the picture of himself in front of the building in the compound, jumping and showing his excitement. Eventually, after 3 weeks, I decided to gift myself a house. So, to Trinity and all the fans and lovers of his content, I wish you many more to come. That is where I'm going to be breaking right now. I'll go on another very short timer, and when I return, just trust me, 10 o'clock with 30 Disciple continues. Stay tuned. I will be back shortly.
The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all your agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, right network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmland. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. For more information, visit ookgroup.ng.
We are also actively and professionally involved in agri-media. Download our app on Android and find us on Radio Garden at O.O.K Farms Radio. We're located at 60 Decad House, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. Agriculture, our
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's fun, yeah? Yes, I'm having fun myself. It is 10 o'clock with Getting to Disciple, and I have been doing what I know how to do best, feeding you with interesting information, shocking, intriguing, and entertaining. It is as simple as that. So right now, I am moving into another interesting home and away. He they always dey gist. He's always in the face of everybody. You're beginning to wonder, no, 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 not right or culture. No, 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 not we are, sir. Talking about the Nigerian American, the only rapper that floated a show, and he was just himself alone and another friend of his that was there. Speed Darlington. Yes, Speed Darlington is in the story today on Trends O'Clock with Certain Disciple. And what has he done this time around? You know, Speed Darlington, he likes to live his life. He's not affecting anybody. He's not jealous of anybody. But he likes to establish some of his facts to people. So, in his quest to get the number two girlfriend, In his quest to get his number two girlfriend, he met another young lady, and he has made up his mind that he's going to be between 18 or 16 and 20 years old people. So this time around, he was lucky, or he is lucky, to have an 18-year-old girl as his number, as his possible, be aspiring number two girlfriend. Mind you, Smith Darlington is 38 years old. So with a gap of 20 years, my guy decided to grow to replenish himself, so to say. And what has he done this time around? He's under fire because many people came out at him. And what did he do? He did a video of the ladies' sandals in his house and started saying, yes, I have another girl in my house. He's 18 years and I am 20, I'm 38. So 20 years difference. Say, well, he doesn't have any reason to discuss too much. He should just go ahead and do what he likes to do best and have fun. And many people had come at him saying, for the fact that you are 20 years older and why are you doing this? But what do you have to say, my brother, my sister? As far as I'm concerned, I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying he has done something bad. I'm not saying what he's done is good. And I'm just trying to say, as far as I'm concerned, the lady in question is an adult because she is 18 years old. She's 18 years old. Well, I wish Pete Darlington all the best in his quest for numbers of girlfriends. Well, if the economy with him permits him to do that, I wish him all the best. I wish him all the best. And from there, I move to another story. And this particular story is one that is actually very, very interesting. And at the same time, it is very, very funny. And what is it? This is about racism. You know where I'm going already? Yes, because there's no racism in Nigeria or in Africa. I think the only thing we have much in abundance in Africa is tribalism. Mhm. And gender attacks. You understand it? So this time around, this young Nigerian man that lives in the UK, he was on his way to work, and he got to the bus terminals. That's what we call bus stop in Nigeria or in many places. In the developed world, they call it bus stop as well. It's also acceptable. So he got to the bus terminals and decided to wait for his bus. So while waiting for his boss to come, unlike here in Nigeria, when we get to, for those of you that lives in Lagos, and for people like Josh that lives at Akobo or very, very far place, they have to jump on. You get what I'm trying to say? So now they don't rush there. They just sit and wait for their boss number. When the boss comes, they see the number and they hop in. So while waiting, these five boys, Caucasian, they came and they saw him reading a magazine. And they said to one another, say, "Oh, look at him, he can read." He said, then he answered them and said to them, yes, I can. And they asked him, oh, you can? What do you do? He said, yes, I am an architecture person. I'm an architect. I map out houses. And one of them was like, oh, you draw houses. Oh, no wonder. He now said, yes, I'm an architect because I've gone through school and I can do this all by myself. And he asked them one after the other, what do you do? He said, I am in the in the high school. He asked the second person, said the same thing. He asked the third person. All five of them said they were high school students. And he said, yes, here is a Nigerian that is an architect in your country. And he said, well, you don't know what this is all about. And do you know what we call people like you? In my country, we call them you get it right? I didn't want to say that. Yes, that is that. On that story, ladies and gentlemen, I have no choice. How I wish I can just run on, run on, run on with this, but template is template, rules are rules of engagement. Ladies and gentlemen, right about now, I'm going on another short time out. When I come back, the story full ground will continue. It is 10 o'clock with 13 this time. Stay tuned.
The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all you agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, right network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmland. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. For more information, visit ookgroup.ng.
We are also actively and professionally involved in agri-media. Download our app on Android and find us on Radio Garden at O.O.K Farms Radio. We're located at 60 Decad House, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. Agriculture, our wealth. The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K Farms is a hub designed to cater for all you agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Now, no more troubles, as you can now join our multi-purpose Farmers Cooperative Society. We provide numerous opportunities, support, right network, credit facilities, and grants both locally and internationally. We are keen on our members' success, and we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K Farms, we render services such as contract farming.
Yes, you're welcome back. We're gradually moving to the bank of the river. So you know what that means. I'm about to round it up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just tuning in, this is Trends O'Clock with 13th Disciple, and this is where we tell you so many things that have gone down during the week. And the first story right now is that of the Super Falcons. A round of applause for them. They tried. Honestly, I am always proud of them and impressed with their deliveries. Yes, the in the ongoing Women World Cup, the Super Falcons have been very trendy. They've done so many things that happened during their game, from Asisa to Oshuala taking off our clothes in celebration of our goal to other stuff that came around. So this time around, during this week, was when they faced England. I think was it Monday or Tuesday? They faced England, and for 90 minutes, for 120 minutes, I beg your pardon, they had a very, very interesting game, show of game. Like Tom Frey, the white lady that plays for Super Falcon, just like Leon Balogun and the other guy that plays for Super Eagles. She made lovely attempts, and you could remember that in that game, something interesting happened that was almost going to turn everybody against particular set of people. Speaking of Rhys James's sister that plays for Chelsea Football Club, that's Lauren James, who also plays for the female team of Chelsea Football Club. What happened? Because of the game, she had a contact that herself and Aloze, the Nigerian player, Super Falcon player, to the ground. And when she was about to stand off the ground. Speaking of Lauren James, she placed her hand on on her body, pushed herself up to the air, and she was about to lift her leg. She placed her boots exactly on the buttocks and on the waist of her Alozie. And at that point in time, the female referee awarded her a yellow card. But thanks to the new development in appreciation of football, she went back to the video assistant referee VAR, and when she watched closely, repeatedly, I think about twice or three times, she called back and cancelled the yellow card and gave her a red card. This has actually caused so many uproar. People have been angry, especially Chelsea fans. They've been angry because she has actually been one of the most spectacular female FC Chelsea player when it comes to footballing. And Later, one of our teammates in England came to the social media to say, no, Lauren is actually not like that. That was just a mistake and people should just forgive her. Well, as a Chelsea fan, I hope you can forgive her as well. And away from that, I move to the next story, and this is the story that will be directed to parents and guardians. Recently, in Lagos, Mushin precisely, 9 kids has been rescued from forceful cultism. Did you just say wow? Yes, wow. And come to think of it, the eldest of them is 14 years old, and the youngest of them is 9 years old. So at this point in time, our kids are on holiday, they are on break. Please, just keep an eye on them to watch over them because these kids have more freedom than they do have on a normal day because the situation in the country right now has even made many parents cancel home lesson because there's no money, no much money in circulation. So please, ladies and gentlemen, and kids, please, wherever you are asked to stay, please stay there. Ladies and gentlemen, how I wish I can continue with the show, but I promise you, next week Friday is going to be a wonderful edition of Trends O'Clock with 13th Disciple. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing O.O.K TV. But before I leave you, I'd like to say this. Thank God it's Friday. And at the same time, always be careful of what you do. Don't forget to join us on our social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat or TikTok at O.O.K Farms Radio TV. But on YouTube, O.O.K Farms. My name is Brian Adefua. In the situation whereby you are trying to write me a check, but you can simply refer to me as 13th Disciple. You can follow me on my social media platform on Twitter at that 13th Disciple. DAT13THDISCIPLE. And on Instagram at its 13th Disciple. Thank you. See you next week. Ciao.